Still Dre Day, nigga. AK, nigga.
Here we go!
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
We're through the roof. We are high.
Word. Mario. Hi, here we go! Mario.
Word.
Hey, let me start introducing all the people in the Super Audio House. It's in the place to be. First up, in no particular order, just because he's behind me.
He's your friend, he's my friend, he's everybody's friend.
Dre Day all day.
He's your friend, he's my friend, he's everybody's friend.
Did you bring condoms?
He's your friend, he's my friend, he's everybody's friend.
Yo, this is Andrew 38.
He's your friend, he's my friend, he's everybody's friend.
What's up, it's Ketchup?
He's your friend, he's my friend, he's everybody's friend.
Hi, this is Sally.
He's your friend, he's my friend, he's everybody's friend.
It's Dr. Scumbag. Super Audio Show. Super Audio
Round
Show.
two. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the motherfucking show. If it sounds like my voice is going out, that's because it might be. This is the second time I'm doing this shit. Welcome to the show. I did not want our guest to sit through my bullshit again, so I'm doing the intro second time real quick, and then I'm gonna bring him in. Welcome to the motherfucking show. These guys are real professionals. I'm hoping to God that it sounds good this time. Cause let's see what they hear this time. All right,
Hello.
guys. Hello. How do you guys sound?
You sound good.
All right.
You sound good. Do we sound good?
Okay. According to my headphones, we sound good.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
I don't know what the hell happened. It's because if you can't tell, I'll show you. I'll send you guys a picture later. When you see my control panel, you're gonna trip out on all this shit I have here.
Okay.
So
Alright.
this is round two with our super awesome guest. Okay, let me start off from the beginning because I lost my place. I fucked the original plan. I'm gonna go forward, freestyle this shit. So the way I came across these wonderful guys is I'm the Super Audio Show, right? Super Audio Bros, and they're the super podcast bros, and that's how I came across you guys. I was typing in super and bros, and you guys came up podcast bros. That's super dope.
Like, who are these motherfuckers that stole my name? These assholes.
No, well, it's funny you mentioned that because I'm not the first one to come up with Super Audio Bros. Some other people in Denmark, they have the website, and then some other dude, some DJ on Instagram, he has the hashtag, but I killed both of them on it.
Nice. Yeah, there's actually right when we changed our name to Super Podcast Bros, there was somebody, I think somebody in like Brazil or something, like that same exact month started a show with the same name, but we just said, screw it, we're going with it anyway.
And now they're called the Super Marcato Bros.
Oh,
That's a completely different one altogether.
Oh, is it? Because those
Yeah.
guys are legit.
Yeah, those guys are, their show is actually good. Ours is just like some just whatever nonsense.
I'm always drunk.
but that's a great part of it. Like, I'm always high here in Cali. Weed's legal.
I'm either drunk or I'm stoned.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Tim's my man. Andy, how about you? What do you do?
I'm comfortably sober 100% of the time for good reason though. I have a very bad panic disorder, and anything like that will just set my brain off in all sorts of weird directions. So I choose to abstain for my own mental well-being, but I've nothing against it.
Comfortably sober. That was a much less popular Pink Floyd song.
Yeah, for real. I'm wondering what band that is. Comfortably sober.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not a band anybody would care to listen to. I can guarantee you that.
But in your younger days, you were not.
Yes.
In your younger days, how old are you, Andy?
I was to say I'm not that old. I actually just turned 30.
How about you, Tim?
I'm 35.
35. Okay, so you guys are not much far apart. It's not like those SNES podcast guys. Those
that was a big gap.
That
Yeah,
age gap is like, oh, that's borderline weird.
I think
It shocked me because they don't sound like they're that different. They both sound like they're both kind of in the late 20s area. But yeah, I was surprised to find out how much of a, but it's cool because it gives you a little bit of different perspective, I suppose.
And also, I think when you get to a certain age, it just kind of all blurs into a gray, you know?
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, I've been hanging out with older people. Age is nothing, dude. It's all about, what you're into, and as long as you can't get in trouble by the law,
If you like the same shit, I don't care how old you are. If you want to sit and talk arcade games or whatever, we're down.
Exactly.
I was telling somebody at work today, I was like, we all go on our own path, and none of them are straight, and thank goodness they're not, because the straight ones are boring.
Exactly, dude. I'm weird as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the most interesting people in life, and it's good to surround yourself with them and make connections with them over the internet like we're doing now.
Although there is a level though, because there was that guy downtown last winter who, in the morning, asked me if he could smell my teeth. That was a little too curvy. You know what I'm saying?
I would have said yes just to see what he would have done.
No,
yeah. What does that entail?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It was pitch black. I was terrified.
Oh,
I was like,
never
oh my
mind.
god.
No. That's a daylight. That's a daylight activity for sure.
Yeah, this was 4:30 in the morning.
No, you do that in the daylight. Come on, man. Come on, have some manners. You say ask that in the daylight. Can I smell your teeth?
You don't smell a man's teeth in the middle of the night.
You're right, Tim. I'm sorry. You're right.
That's what I've always said.
Yeah, my daddy always told me that. Don't smell teeth, man, at night. You're gonna get punched in the face. That is stop playing with your pee-pee. But that's a whole nother thing. Hey, so I completely forgot everything we talked about in the beginning because I was freaking out about the audio. And to all the people who ditched us because our audio sucks, hopefully, whatever. I don't really care. Even though this is my network, I'm actually the least popular show on the network.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about like the arcade scene in St. Paul and like how what kind of machines we like lean towards, and basically Andy leans towards the older, more classic stuff from like before the '83 crash, and I lean more towards the stuff afterwards, which is funny because he's younger.
And it's funny you mentioned the E3 crash because of you guys' podcast and what you guys talk about. I go online and I start looking around because I hear stuff. I thought I knew a lot. No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know shit about video games. I know the general information because I was a fan. I was there, but then you guys know about the Cougar Boy, and you guys know about the what was the other one?
The Super Mega Duck.
No, but what was the one before that? The other portable before that? You guys talked about.
Oh, the Microvision.
Microvision.
Yeah.
So then when I went online to read about that, it led me to the '83 crash, and I started reading about that. I was like, God damn, it would crash in I'm 34, and I was born in '83. So that's why that was the year I was born. I was like, it would be.
It's your fault, you're saying.
Exactly. Now, I caused the '83 crash, and in January 17th in '94, I caused the Northridge earthquake. I did both of them. But I mean, as soon as I don't know. For me, as you could tell, I like lights. I like screens. I like video games. I like images, and I always
colors.
I've always been attached to video games. It's always been an amazing thing.
Yeah, it's magic. Honestly, video games are magic. When I first played my very first video game, it was over. It was done. It was set in stone. As far as I'm concerned, it was set in stone at that moment. Like, I was just in it.
What was your very first video game?
It was it was a game my dad made, actually.
Oh, he made it. Interesting.
He just was programming shit on his little Coco Tandy computer.
Okay.
And he made you know those old tank games where you would like set the altitude for where you're going to shoot your cannon, and then like the wind speed would show up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Worms. Worms is like that kind of.
Okay.
But he made a game where it was two Donkey Kong looking characters on top of skyscrapers, and you angled their arm and then threw exploding bananas.
Oh damn, that's dope.
To blow up the other person's building, and he had me sit down and play that, and the colors and the music and like just being in this like cool cold basement, like playing video games on this machine, it just got me. Totally hooked me.
No, that sounds amazing. And it's from your father. I mean, that's got to be. I mean, my dad didn't make shit. That sounds super dope.
Yeah, it was the best. And then my first video game that I owned myself was Super Mario Brothers 2 on the NES. I got for Christmas, and that was just I can't even describe it.
Now,
like
Tim,
mind blowing.
now you know that's a bad one to start with, right?
It is, but I still love that game because of nostalgia. Like I'll never not love that game just because. Well, first off, I do want to defend one thing. The music in that game is friggin' top notch. It's so good. The bass line, everything going on in it's so cool. But also just like all the colors and everything going on, it was too much for my head to handle when I was a kid.
And what about you, Andy?
Well, my first video, it's hard to say for sure, but from what I can remember, I think my first ever video game that I played was Microsoft Flight Simulator 3.0 for MS-DOS. I really didn't get into the console stuff till much later because my father was a big computer guy. He wasn't so much into the programming side. To be honest, I don't know exactly what he did, but I enjoyed having the freedom on that game to jump in a plane and fly wherever I wanted. And that really has followed me into adulthood in terms of my preferences in games. As we talked about in our last episode with LSD Dream Emulator, which is obviously an entirely different game, but just games where you have the opportunity to explore a world at your own discretion is something I really enjoyed, and it all kind of started there. And that's kind of where this whole passion all sort of blossomed from.
No, and the LSD Dreaming, let me tell you, man, I looked into that game. That game is crazy, man.
I was gonna say that sounds like something I think you might like.
Yeah, let me just eat a few of my logos and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you just like just auditory stimulation and weird shit, there you go. That's the game for you. It was a lot of fun to play that game again and then to do a whole episode and really dive deep into it was really fun.
I probably shouldn't have gotten tripped out of my ass before I played it, though. That was weird.
No, you have to get tripped out of your ass to play that game, dude. I was just watching the walkthroughs.
Oh, it's crazy. It was so crazy. I learned a lot about myself that I didn't need to know that night.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you find out? Did you find out why you always pick girl characters?
Oh no, I know why that is. It's because it's always looking at their ass. That's why I choose the girl characters, because you're looking at them from behind.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly.
Yeah. I like that. I was gonna try to get you with that. I was gonna be like, so Tim, let's talk about you.
I am an unapologetic. I am an unapologetic pervert.
My friend picks girls on like all MMOs because he literally wants to just fish everybody. Like he wants to just catfish everybody.
That's probably a good way to do it. Yeah, I could see that.
That would be the way to do it for sure. I've never catfished anybody, but I just don't think I could do it because I'd probably say something that wouldn't sound like a girl in the middle of it. Be like, yeah, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I got. What if he's into that though? What do you say after that?
Hang on, I gotta go grab my dick. I mean, vagina. I am a woman. I can't stress that enough. How much of a woman I am.
Andy's feeling a little weird about it. He's like, I don't know.
There's an audio.
Let me phrase it. I'm comfortably sober, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Now, see, this is kind of how every episode goes. It's all talk, and then Tim will say something weird, and I'll just sort of laugh it off and move on. That's just kind of our, and it works for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm a no holds bars, all out type of guy. Like I don't really care, and I get in trouble on all the shows because I talk too much about
Penis.
I'd be dropping the penis sample too much. People would talk, and then I drop the
Penis.
and then they get mad, like, "Oh, stop dropping that sample." So basically, I can't talk like on 4 of my 7 shows.
Keep at
Yeah.
it. Never
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, absolutely. You do you, man.
No,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a weird guy. It's what I do. I like video games. I like lights. I like girls. I like rave music. It's everything. I like everything.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
why not?
And I like your. Let me take this time to compliment you on your intro. That heavy metal song is super dope. I mean, you guys got down on that shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that myself. I would say that's probably the best part of our show. After that cuts out, it's all kind of whatever. But if you stick around long enough for that, yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.
When I first heard you even used it, I was just like, "Oh, I love it! I love it!" Because
Yeah.
originally at the end, it was it's the Tim and Andy show on RetroVolve.com. And then we left Retrovolve and changed the name to Super Podcast Bro, so the lyrics had to change, and you couldn't even tell it was so good.
Yeah, and that actually came from I've been into heavy metal really my entire life, and played in a lot of heavy metal bands and in high school and college, and don't get a chance to include stuff like that in any of my creative works anymore. So I thought that would be a good fit, and there really wasn't any other show in our genre of podcast that had like a really just brutal death metal theme. So I kind of wanted to do something like that, just kind of separate us from the pack a little bit, and just have a reason to headbang at the start of each show, you know.
A lot of his like video game tunes straight up, or like just chip tunes. But like, I love the fact that you made an original song for us. That was so cool.
Yeah, it kind of it's got the chip tune in there. It kind of blends them both together. Yeah, I would say that is definitely the best part of our show.
I would actually say the best part of our show is Sexy Voice Lady, but
There.
the theme song is a very close second.
Hey, what do you use to play your samples with? What is that thing you use?
For
When
what
you
exactly?
when you drop your samples, do you search them online? Do you like look it up, or how do you drop your samples?
Oh, for like just like the sound clips and stuff.
Yeah.
I've got it's a program. I'll bring it up here. It's just called EXP Soundboard, and I just download them and load them all into that. I'll edit them in my audio workstation beforehand. It's not really the most clean way of doing it. Everything we do is very DIY, much like yourself. I mean, I think we're kind of kindred spirits in that we kind of find a way to make it work, and that's
get it done.
Yeah, that's our whole production method is just find a way to make it work, even if it's not the most conventional thing. But it's all pretty simple how we do stuff. To be honest, there's not a whole lot of smoke and mirrors behind it.
And you guys go live as well when you guys do your shows?
We used to for a little bit. We don't anymore. The way we present our shows are basically like they are live. I don't really like to edit anything, half because I'm lazy, and half because I think it really pushes ourselves to hone our craft and not just rely on the fact that, you know, if we have a moment of confusion or stumble over our words, we can't just edit it. We have to get better, and I really, and that's not to say if you do want to edit and make your podcast as clean as possible, that's nothing against that.
It's just a different format.
Yeah, I like making it a very authentic representation of my abilities as a host, and I really enjoy the medium of talk radio. That's kind of what I've been into my entire life. When I turn on the radio, I don't really listen to music as much as a music guy as I am. But I really enjoy the people who are just really good at talking live. So, like I said, we don't stream live anymore, and that's mostly just for technical reasons. We have troubles with our internet connections, but when we do upload our podcast to our feed, they're basically presented as they were recorded, if that makes any sense.
I like how Andy is like, I don't want to diss anybody who does edit their shows because I don't know
that's
if
the
you
thing.
do.
I mean, there's so many ways of going about doing this, and I don't have all the answers for anything. I'm just speaking on my behalf on how I like to do things. And like I said, a little bit of it is I just hate editing. It's a pain in the ass and it takes forever.
It's hard work, man. Editing is hard work.
Hey, but you were just a little hesitant because you didn't know if I did it or
The moment this starts
not.
becoming work is when I don't want to do it anymore. So.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was like, he probably thought that I edit my stuff too. He thought this is about to be a fight or something.
No, it's just I know we have, we're friends with a lot of people in this community that do this sort of thing, and I don't want to be that guy that makes it seem like the way I do it is the only way to do things, because that's not the case at all. It's just everybody does things a little differently, and I think that's what kind of makes our show a little bit unique, is that we don't edit it much. It is just a reflection of our abilities, for better or for worse. It's just how it is.
The minute you stop learning and start thinking that you already know it all is the minute you're dead.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I know I was just messing with you because I'm with you. I don't like editing unless I have to, unless YouTube blocks me for whatever reason. I edit the video, edit the clip out. But other than that, this is all live. This is all going on. I'm doing all this by myself. Production.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, to me, it's a reflection of that musician part of me too. When you're up live on the stage, if you mess up a guitar solo, you can't stop and go back and fix it. You just got to roll with it, and I really enjoy that aspect of performance, kind of making up for mistakes when they happen, and just trying to make the best of it. And not to say that we're any good at it, but we're certainly trying to work at it.
Yeah, I think I really like that part too, because I can't play music, I can't perform music, but the few things that I have performed have been like improv, and with improv, like, I love the fact that it's just raw, like you're just there, like you got to roll with it, you got to adapt, you got to move. It's always changing,
Yep, and sometimes you fall flat on your face and you just deal with it.
And in my case, you almost always fall flat on your face. But then you're
drunk.
You may.
yeah. I was gonna say you got a lot of cans. I always hear the cans fall over.
Yeah.
Sometimes sooner than later.
Yeah, let's look at the background noise for the Super Podcast Brothers. Just the rattling of the pile of cans in the background.
Like a car driving down the road that says "We just got married" or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Over here, you hear a lot of lighters. Like, hey, pass me the lighter.
Oh, see, I keep my lighter off to the side so it doesn't pick up on audio.
Oh, there you go. That's smart. See, I like.
And I usually get high. If I get high, I don't.
I don't.
Mom, if you're listening, I don't do illicit substances. But I do it before the show. Yeah.
And Mom, if you're listening on my side,
Did you bring condoms?
Hey, you guys ever heard of the podcast Danish and O'Neill?
I don't think so, no.
Well, recently they had a podcast where they told everybody, want all their fans to go out and tell their family members about the podcast. So I called my mom and I told her about the podcast, and all she wanted to talk about is how she used to dress me up like a little girl when I was a baby.
Wow.
I was like, Mom, that's not what I want to talk about right now. And she's like, oh, but you know what happened? You drank Miracle Grow and you grew too big. And I was like, wait a minute.
Wait. So your mom came on the show then?
Well, I called her up on the phone. Yeah, so she was on the phone. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great idea. I think we should do that sometime, Tim. I think we need to take that idea.
I think we should call your mom, not mine, though. I'm scared.
Scared? I'm gonna have my mom in one of these days. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna. But she's probably gonna put me on blast though. She knows a lot of shit about me.
That's the thing. I'm scared. My mom would come on the show. I'd be like, "Hey, Mom. Hey, you're live on the show or whatever," and she'd go, "Oh, remember that time you put balloons all up in your shirt to make it look like boobies when you were a little kid?" And I go, "All right, we're done," and that was the end.
Hey man, all right, man. We'll have a mom off. We'll have each other's moms.
Mom off.
Nah, but
It's a great term.
So you were saying that you were on the retro. What was it? Retro Vote. What happened? Why'd you guys want to leave that? I didn't know that. Maybe I have to go back in your episodes.
Yeah, it's a long story, not terribly interesting. It was a site called Retrovolve, spelt exactly how it sounds,
and it's still there.
Yes, it still is there. It's actually a website I started back in 2012, kind of as I was looking for a way to have some sort of creative outlet for my love for retro games, because I love writing, I love talking about this sort of stuff, and it started off as just a blog for me to write about whatever I was playing, that sort of thing, and then after a little while, I just kind of got bored with it and moved on, and then was approached by a friend of ours who was kind of plugged into some other gaming blog outlets, and he approached me about relaunching the site as a bigger thing, and have a staff of writers that would work on it, and there'd be new material coming up every day, videos, podcasts, that sort of thing. So I said, sure, why not? So I sold him the website for, I think it was $100 and a plate of poutine, which that I still think I got the better end of that deal anyway.
Poutine is delicious.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, dude. You know what it is?
Isn't it like gravy?
It's big, thick French fries,
Yeah.
cheese curds, and beef gravy poured over the whole thing.
All right.
It's dope. It's so good.
Yeah.
If you guys,
It's very good.
if you guys could send me some, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's more of a Canadian thing, but being our proximity to Canada here, we definitely have some here. So,
I walked by a food truck today. No kidding. This was like 5:00 this afternoon, or this evening, whatever. I walked by a food truck that was tacos, chicken tacos, fish tacos, poutine. Like that's what they were selling.
I'm with it, man.
How does that go together?
No, around here they have tacos everywhere, but nobody's offering poutine.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think it'd be like tacos, French fries, or like nachos or something like that, but not like poutine. That's weird. But I didn't have any, but the people who were eating it outside the food truck looked like they were having a good time. Yeah, poutine, man. You guys don't get that in LA. That's a market that needs to be tapped.
Even if we get it here, it's gonna be some fake ass shit. It's not gonna be the real stuff.
yeah, fair
That's
enough.
true.
But we get some good Mexican food, and we got
Damn right you do.
we got hot dogs on it. We got bacon on everything.
You got the best corn in the cob in the whole country too.
Are we talking about elotes?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Have you tried esquite when it's in a cup?
No, I haven't. I've just had it by itself. With
Oh my
all
god!
the stuff on it.
You gotta get it in a cup. It's when they put it with all the toppings and everything in there with the cup. It's delicious.
Sounds really good.
You ever had elotes, Andy?
I think I have, but I think it was if I'm remembering right, is when I worked at Whole Foods and they were doing a thing with them there, so it probably wasn't super authentic. I could be wrong though. I could be misremembering.
That's the same place I had it too.
There you go. All the sort of foods like that, we pretty much only just get at Whole Foods.
Ethnic food
Yeah.
night at Whole Foods. That's dope.
Yep.
Whole Foods is owned by Amazon now.
Yep. Although we have some great Asian restaurants here, like Thai, Vietnamese, Korean. Not as good as California. California doesn't have the stupid fire laws that we have in Minnesota, where you can't do proper Korean barbecue because you can't have a fire close to your customers or some shit. But we also got some good Mexican places, but they're out further in Mexico Town, out by West St. Paul. You know that, Andy? Yeah, towards West St. Paul. There's like an area there that's just like all the best Mexican restaurants in the cities.
Man, you gotta get out there, bro.
That's where I was today because my bank is out there. My food truck, and there's a couple of food trucks out there that are like burritos, tamales and stuff like that. And then like the one that I saw was the chicken tacos, beef tacos, fish tacos, poutine.
Tim, I think you put your bank there on purpose. I think you want to make the walk on purpose.
That was to me. That poutine is there for people like me to walk by and go like, what? Ooh. I could do with a fish taco and some poutine right now.
Do you like going to baseball games? I know you like minor league baseball.
It depends. I mean, yeah, it's mostly for like sporting stuff. We're really into the MLS team we got here, so we do a lot of that. I mean, but yeah, to be honest, like doing the podcast stuff, that kind of takes up a lot of my free time. in getting prepared for it, playing the games. So I do dedicate quite a bit of time to that, which keeps me indoors probably more than I should be.
Also, Andy has a girlfriend and I don't. That also takes up some time.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Andy. You can't use that excuse. I got podcasts. I got a wife. I still get out there and do stuff.
No, I'm putting that excuse on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's more of a fact that I don't. A lot of it has to do with there just really isn't a ton to do in Minnesota aside from the few months in the summer, and we're kind of getting to that time of year soon to where it'll just be all kind of cold and gray, and it's not much to do anyway.
Unless you're into hockey.
Yes,
I
I
love
suppose
hockey.
there is that.
I mean, and that's a good point because over here we got no weather, so I forget about that I could go outside all the time, and some people can't.
Yeah, and so where are you close to? You might have told us this already, but what city are you closest to out there?
No, I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, so that's not terribly far from San Diego then. I don't know my geography super well.
They're south from us.
Okay, because my favorite baseball team, other than the Twins, is the San Diego Padres. So
Really?
One of these days, I would like to get out there and go to a game. But
All right. Well, when they play against the Dodgers, then we're gonna have to meet up. You mentioned MLS. I know LA got a couple of those teams. I think we've won a few of those championships.
oh yeah, the Galaxy. I think they've won more than a few. I think it's up to 5 now.
I was just being an asshole. Sorry.
It's all right. We're in our first year. We'll get there.
I don't even like MLS soccer, but we just got another one. We got the Quakes now.
That's true. Yeah, you guys got all sorts of stuff going. We need to move to California, Tim. What are we doing sticking around Minnesota for so long?
Hey, now call me Mr. Snowman, but I really do like the snow and the cold and the gray. That's my favorite time of year is when it's like frigid outside. Because I am an old cranky man, and that's the time of year that no one's outside.
That's what I'm talking about.
No one's making noise. I can just sit in my house and play my video games. I don't gotta hear kids playing and doing loud stuff outside. I can just sit here and play Gyrus until I'm dead.
There you go.
And do podcasts.
Real quick, let's go ahead and get into a few stories while we're here. While we got the fellas on there, and then we'll get back into the interview. I got about another 40 minutes before Jag Radio comes up next. Stay tuned later for Jag Radio. I don't know what the hell they're talking about today, but it's probably going to be about ghosts. So
that sounds like fun.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna hang out.
I was gonna say we gotta listen to that.
Those guys, they talk about ghosts and
I
other
love
politics.
Ghosts.
You like ghosts?
I love ghosts.
If I get into it, it's gonna be long. All right, let me play the intro for this, and it's this one.
Okay, well, let's try.
Yo, man,
Hi.
Take your place.
Still doing that shit, huh, Dre?
the level of
camera
stupidity
one.
is incredible.
Yo, Dre.
All I know is what's on the internet.
Check me out.
Yo, Dre.
Roll the camera.
This is Mike, and I approve this message.
Dre, what the tech and the weird from his beard coming out my mouth into your ear. Let me make it clear. Giving you the tech and what the heck. I got the fellas from the podcast bros, and they're gonna listen to the news, listen to what I got to give you, give the people to, give it to everybody. In the place to be, freestyle Dre Day by myself. Let's get on with the place. I freestyle this part every time, and it never sounds good. Trust me, it never sounds good. I'm sad you guys had to hear that.
Oh, for sure.
Well, you should hear us try to freestyle rap.
Roll the camera.
And when I say you should, I mean you should not.
All right. Well, maybe you guys could come on my other show. It's called Freestyle Fridays, and you guys could battle other rappers. And if you win a prize.
Oh, that would be a slaughterhouse.
I was to say we would not win any prizes. I think it's safe to say.
Hey, you might. Like I tell everybody, it's all about who shows up. So, for example, one time, one dude won, and let me tell you, he wasn't that good. I was mad to give him a prize, but because the rest of the competition was that bad, he won. And another time.
All right. Well, I'll work on my freestyle skills.
All right.
I do like to rhyme, and I do like puns.
There you go. That's all you need then. If you got comedy and you got comedy. Let's get to the first story. So I was reading about this thing called expensive wall, and basically what it is you guys have Androids or iPhones?
Android.
All right, I'm in the boat with you guys, man. So what is going on is there's a few apps in the Android market infected with this this malware, and it's mostly wallpaper apps, but there's also Toolbox Pro, filter apps, horoscope app, X wallpaper and stuff, and a beautiful camera, a few other apps, and all of these are infected with this expensive wall. And basically, what it does is once it gets in your phone, it just starts sending messages that charges to your account.
Oh, that's freaking awful.
Well, what's a wallpaper app? What does that even do?
Well,
You're too big of a dipshit to use a fucking photo.
yeah,
Take
well,
a fucking picture, dude. Use it as your wallpaper. What are you doing?
they might have dope ones. They might. I don't know. They might show us some sick ass ones that I would have not thought of, like a monkey and a dog.
Yeah, I guess, but you could just like Google that and probably find it and not have to. Why would you get an app to put
Yeah, that seems
wallpaper?
bizarre. I'm like so out of touch with like phones and apps and all that though. I have about 3 apps on my phone and I begrudgingly even use those. So I might not even be
really?
I might not be the right person to comment on these sorts of issues.
Dre, let me ask you a question. You're another Android user. How many screens do you have on your phone?
What do you mean screens?
Like, you know how you flip it over and it's got another screen of apps? You know what I mean?
I have 3.
Yeah, I got 3 too. Yeah, like I got 3 screens full of apps that I use. Andy says he's got 3 apps that he uses. So he's got what, 1 screen?
Yeah. No, I'm basically, if you looked at my phone, you would think it probably belonged to an 82-year-old.
That's crazy.
It has the dial app, it has the text app, and it has the alarm app.
Yeah, and I have to like think for a second, like, okay, if I want to call somebody, what do I press?
My first screen is all those. My first screen is all those big ones like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then my second screen is the stuff that I'm not too embarrassed about, like, you know, Android games or whatever, Flappy Bird, whatever. And then my last screen is the stuff like Bumble, Tinder, you know, all that shit.
Okay, so this malware though. So it just is like sending like the sorts of like text messages that go out that charge stuff to your account. I guess I'm not really sure how this works.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. The malicious app sends fraudulent premium messages and charges users' account for fake services they didn't sign up for.
Ugh, that sucks.
That's so fucking bad.
This company found it and told Apple about it and let them know about the apps that were infected, and Google right away pulled those apps off of the market, and it's pretty fucked up because I'm always having to deal with this shit.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do these days that will like
They'll
not
protect you.
allow people to steal your money. I swear to God, like everybody's out to get you, and everybody's trying to fuck you over and steal your shit.
What does that article say? Like before they were able to pull it, they had already extorted over $1 million.
Well, it had been it had
downloads.
Downloads, yeah, that was downloads. Yeah, you're right. And it's pretty crazy because recently Equifax had to break in and that screwed a lot of Americans over, you know. And
yeah, it's just almost terrifying to think like what any hacker, even corporation out there knows about you, with data security being as apparently lapse as it is. That stuff always weirds me out.
That's why I went to my bank today. It's because my account was pulled.
Really?
Yeah, I had to go make a statement because I lost money in my account. Somebody got a hold of it. I had to change everything.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think we've all been through that. It sucks.
It's so bad.
Well, you know what it is it's the man, and he's coming in after us. They're making us scared. They're making us scared to use our accounts. They're making us scared to use our money. They're coming after us. The man doesn't want us to have any rights. They want us to be scared. They want us to be like, oh, I'm just messing with you guys.
I want to believe.
I like the X-Files bed behind it. That was good.
No, because we have a one of the audio brothers, his name's Android 38. He comes in, he gives us conspiracy theories, and I got that from him. He's always like, "Yo, it's the man. The man's coming after us. He wants us to be scared."
I love conspiracy theorists.
Dude,
He's the best.
you and a lot of people. I couldn't believe how many people listen to
Wait,
this
maybe
guy.
it's not the man. Maybe it's the ghosts.
The ghost. Yeah, that I got Jag Radio talking about it. Oh my god, they talk about
It
ghosts
could
and
be
aliens.
it could be a woman too.
Yeah, let's not be racist or genderless. I don't know. Anyways, speaking of Google, I saw Google in the name. I heard the Joe Rogan episode. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and listen to that Joe Rogan episode. He talks to the guy that got fired from Google.
Yeah.
It's a really good episode, and you know
I
what?
heard about it. I haven't heard it yet. I have it on my queue on Stitcher, but I haven't listened to it yet.
I listen to everybody. I listen to all kinds of podcasts, but that's another episode. But that one's a good one because after listening to the episode, I don't feel that bad. I'm not mad at the guy. I mean, I heard a bunch of bullshit and a lot of stuff they said. I'm gonna go back and read it and see because he says read the thing for yourself and you tell me. But he seemed like a pretty logical guy.
Huh.
I'll have to listen to it to comment further because
there's a really good reason why Joe Rogan's podcast is as popular as it is.
Dude, let me tell you, back in 2009, I think is when he started doing it on Just TV, or maybe it was the other one. No, it was Just TV was the first live streaming, online service, and then what's the one after that? Fuck, I can't remember. I used to be on them. I used to stream with them.
Twitch?
No, this was a long time ago. This is like
it was way before Twitch.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't remember the name, but he used to be on that too, and they used to stream their show from there. And they used to just answer questions from his forum, and then people would watch the stream and then ask questions, and that's how the Joe Rogan experience started out.
That's crazy. That's so innovative.
I mean, he's and then because of that, I just got tired of people doing it and me not doing anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. And you're killing it. You look, your setup's legit.
It looks legit. I'm telling you guys, it looks legit.
It sounds legit. I wasn't wasting my time when we were taking that little break. I was looking you up, looking at all the different stuff, and it's great.
Well, we try every time I think of something. I just try to implement it. It started out with an idea, and I always want. Let me tell you real quick. Because this show is not about me. It's about you guys. But let me tell you real quick. This all started because I wanted a pirate radio station when I was a kid. I want to be that guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then I tried to get old quicker, because I wanted a public access channel, and I didn't make it in time. They got rid of those by the time I was old enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are pretty much gone at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah, I tried. Me and my friends tried to do that too, and we couldn't get it because they stopped doing it like right when we were old enough.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yep. I'm in the same exact boat, Tim. I was pissed off, dude, and I was like, we had CTV local in Roseville, and they had the best stuff on there. But me and my buddies, we knew we could do better. We had an idea. It was called Freak to Freak, and our title card was put wrong into our VHS recorder. Instead of Freak to Freak, it was Freak to Sneak. Someone put an N in there instead of an R, but then we were like, Freak to Sneak, that's even better. And we really tried, but it was too late. It was just too late. Yeah, I've heard this. I've watched shows and I've heard the stories, and I even took TV productions and everything, hoping I was going to make it, but nah, I missed it. But the good news is me and you, we're in this boat where we could get on the internet and we could have production and we could do all this fancy stuff. I just keep doing everything step by step, Andy, and we're pretty soon. This is a exclusive. Pretty soon, Super Audio Show is going to have Super Audio Radio, where you'll be able to tune in online and listen to the radio of your favorite guests, their tracks, comedy, and Freestyle Friday episodes. You'll be able to hear it online all the time, 24/7.
That's great. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to listen.
And we just for the fuck of it, we decided to throw an app in the Android market. It's not very good, but it's there, and I could tell people you can search us in the Android market.
What do you search for?
Super Audio Network app.
Super Audio Show?
Super Audio Network app.
Cool.
But
That's awesome.
let's move on to the next fucking story. I forgot that we were in the middle of that. You guys are so smooth, so cool. I gotta have you guys back on all the time, man. Especially when you guys have that. All right, let me just go on to this next story. We'll talk some more. So this coming up, Amazon fans.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yes.
I use Amazon all the time.
you guys have Prime.
I do. Yeah, I watch a couple of shows on there, and I definitely take advantage of their shipping.
What about you, Andy?
I don't, but not because I don't like it. I did have it, but found I was spending too much money because it was so convenient and easy
It's-
to order things. So I said I
scary.
stopped for the time being, but I will go
Very
back to it.
convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm on a constant. Like I know my mail people by name. Like I'm on a
Yeah.
constant.
Yeah, exactly. Even you've got stuff showing up like every single day, basically. But
Every
unfortunately, I'm
single
at a
day.
point where I have to replace all my furniture, so I'm needing to stow away money for that. So the Amazon part had to get cut out for the time being.
You'll be back.
Yeah,
You'll be back.
yeah. It won't be long before I'm just ordering all sorts of random shit, and, whatever.
Well, let me.
At least I don't drink anymore because drinking and Amazon priming is the absolute worst combination, or
You'd be-
best.
You'd have no money.
Yeah.
Well,
But
let
I
me-
mean, at the same time, every day is like Christmas because you get something in the mail and you have no idea what it is.
Exactly. Hey, if you guys ever heard of this, I'm about to turn you on to. I don't know if I'm gonna turn you on to something, but this is gonna definitely drain your account. You ever heard of Slick Deals?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay, so
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
so this website right here, I don't usually like. If you look at the screen, you can see that this website right here, it basically brings all the deals from the internet onto one website, and it lets
Ooh.
you know what the latest deals are, if it's still in effect, and the coupon code you need to use. And a lot of this is Amazon. I usually go to right here. I go to Forum, and then I go to Hot Deals, because if it's front page, that means a lot of people got to it and it's probably sold out already. But if you go to Hot Deals, then you could probably catch it before it goes sold out. Dude, this thing right here I buy a lot of stuff because of this fucking website.
Well, right now I'm seeing a video card, and what is that? A mixer down there?
Oh, that's a voice live effects processor for $280.
That's amazing.
But see, this isn't even good. You can sometimes get Bluetooth headphones for $5, speakers for 10.
I'm gonna have to do that soon because I'm getting real tired. Isn't that funny? I'm getting tired of corded headphones when I'm out and about. I'm so lazy I can't deal with a cord anymore.
Oh man, you shit on the cord, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
I
dude.
can't deal with it anymore.
Geek to Geek, we'll take care of you, man. We got you here at the Super Audio Show. We got you, Tim, man. We're gonna take care of you.
I gotta do it. I gotta make the jump because the corded headphones, they're no good. It ruins. I'm listening to music all day, every day.
Well,
That's
what-
all I do when I work.
Wait a minute, but okay, let me school you on Bluetooth headphones, because the problem is battery life. So make sure when you're buying Bluetooth headphones, you always look at how long they last and how long standby, how long they play, right? And some of them,
Yeah, and I don't want to mess with earbuds either. I'm talking about over-the-ear headphones, like, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that, because I've been seeing a lot. I have a few pair myself. There's these Bluetooth headphones where you could do both. You could do line in and you could do Bluetooth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So like a detachable cord then.
Yeah, it's detachable cord, and then it goes Bluetooth. And then when the battery runs out, you just plug it in, and it works like a regular headphones.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, man, I love them. I'm a junkie. I buy everything. If I don't know, man, I got a problem. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, we all have them. It's the same thing with me, and you sit on eBay like, oh, I need this Atari game, We've all got our vices.
Again, eBay. I'm on there too.
Yeah.
Problems.
eBay's the dangerous one for me, I think.
Yeah,
PayPal.
because no holds barred. It's everything.
Yeah, no, I feel you. So what's going on with Amazon real quick? Oh, is that not showing up right? Okay, there it goes. No, it's whatever. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. So what's going on with Amazon is they're releasing. I'm an Amazon Fire TV fan myself, and I also have Alexa, and they're releasing 2 new Amazon units, Fire TV's units. It's gonna replace the stick. They're no longer gonna have the stick. As a matter of fact, they stopped selling them and making them, and you can only get refurbished models, I think now. and they're gonna go with this new model that's like it's got like this flexible cord, because they finally realized that everybody doesn't have a freaking straight space in their TV.
Yes, exactly. That is actually a very smart thing to do.
I think it also helps with the antenna, like to keep it away from the TV.
Sure, yeah.
And also, I noticed that Chromecast, because I have the Chromecast too, they went with this model too. They went with flexible cord.
Yeah, yeah.
My TV's flat against the wall. What am I gonna do?
Right.
Backflips?
Yeah, I've got both. I've actually got both of these. I've got the Fire Stick and the Chromecast. And yeah, I had not heard about this story yet. Is this something that's taking effect immediately, or is this something they're gonna roll out here in a little bit?
Oh yeah. Well, the Fire TV sticks and TV units, they stopped making them, and they're just gonna let the stock run out. And these units are coming out, and they want everybody to jump to these. These are gonna be 4K. These are gonna be
nice.
Yeah, they're gonna have bigger, more. I think more memory, not for holding storage. At least not on the small unit, but I think
Sure.
RAM. And then the bigger unit, the cube-looking one, is gonna be the new Fire TV box. And what this thing does is it has Alexa built into it as well, so you'll get both for the price of one.
Oh, sweet.
That is cool. Yeah, I actually really like my Fire Stick, but I do need to buy another unit for another TV I've got here. So perhaps this is something I will have to look into, because I really like their line of Fire stuff.
And also, if you don't have Alexa yet, you need to have her live in your home.
Yeah, for sure. And if anybody has Alexa, let me real quick. Alexa, turn on lights. Echo, turn off fan. All right, back to you.
Welcome to the future.
I just like to do, hey Siri, okay Google, and fuck with everybody. Oh shit, my phone went off.
There you go.
They're listening to us, man. They're coming for us.
Exactly,
man.
the man.
So yeah, I think it's cool. They're just upgrading the units, and I think Amazon is constantly evolving. They're constantly making their units better. I also noticed that my Kodi stopped working really good recently. That sucks. You guys mess around with Kodi? You guys ever heard of Kodi? That's the app that everybody uses to like steal videos and.
I've heard of it, but I haven't used it yet.
You could.
I've literally never heard of it.
Oh my God, Andy, you really are comfortably sober.
So I've been told.
I'm a basic Becky. I just I stream everything, and if I can't stream it, I just kind of give up.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too.
Yeah, man. I need to get my hands on you, dude. I need to get you dirty.
Sounds fun.
See, if it's anything past, no idea.
LimeWire.
Yeah, exactly.
Napster. Now that Kazaa was horrible, dude. That thing would give you viruses like a mother.
Oh yeah,
that was worse than
I you run at least 3 computers with that thing.
BearShare.
Yeah, BearShare, LimeWire. I started.
The good old days.
See, the funny thing
was what was that one that there was like an offshoot one that was like the even worse one. I can't remember what it is.
Morpheus. There was Morpheus.
Yes, Morpheus.
Yep. Yeah, Morpheus was real bad. Real
I
bad.
used to fuck with Morpheus. Oh man.
I found out about Napster through a TA. He bought it from his college, and we were one of the first ones to find out about it in this area, and we just went nuts on it. And
yeah, I remember Napster. I used the shit out of Napster.
My buddy told me about it in his basement. We were sitting there playing Super Nintendo, and he's like, "Hey, there's this thing where you can just basically listen to whatever you want." I'm like, "Shut up."
Exactly, dude. And okay, so I had a 2 GB hard drive, and so me and my friend would be like, "Okay, I pick 3 songs, you pick 3 songs," and
whoa, hold on, 2 whole gigabytes?
2 GB hard drive at this time, man. This is back in 95, 96, I don't know. So I told them, hey, you pick 3 songs, I pick 3 songs, and we left them downloading on light, and we hoped that they completed by the end of by the time we woke up.
Yeah. All right, yeah, maybe in the morning we can listen to our 6 songs. I remember very well.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how you did it.
Right?
Kids would never know.
Did it, yeah.
Kids would never know. Kids would never know. They'll never know about Monday Night Raw and all that shit. No, I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm going to buy this new unit probably because I'm a geek and I always buy this shit, and it's probably going to end up on 6 deals for cheap because Amazon's always doing that. But it sucks that they stopped selling the old units, but I'm going to buy them when they get refurbished. So definitely check out that Slick Deals website, because if they go on sale, they'll pop up on there right away, and then all of us will buy them up.
Absolutely.
But the thing about that website, I'm gonna tell you right now, is if you like something, buy it right away because the sick deals effect happens and it sells out. Moving on. So Red, the camera company, is making a cell phone, and it's gonna be basically an extension of their, accessories, and you're gonna be able to use it in conjunction with the Red cameras. I don't know the exact details, except that it's gonna have this holographic feature, and I think it's dope.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's gonna look, I think it's gonna look Virtual Boy-esque, but I think it's pretty dope.
That is awesome.
Wait, so they're making a phone?
Yeah, they made a phone.
They made a phone?
Yeah, the Hydrogen One smartphone.
Oh my God, I'm going to.
And it's
only $15.95 for the titanium edition, but this phone looks insanely badass.
It's yeah, well, it's $1,200. I guess $1,500 for the titanium edition.
Oh yeah, you got to go big. Go for the titanium.
And they're promising 3D effects without glasses. But it's gonna be for basic stuff. I don't think it's gonna be for everything. It's gonna be like 3D Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a 3DS. I've got that covered.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I would assume the technology in this is a little different. I guess I don't really know much of anything about this, but yeah, the holographic display is intriguing. I mean, I guess we're finally arriving in the future.
I'm gonna do these next two stories real quick because I want to get back to the fellas because I want to keep going to the Jag guy showed up. Next up. All right, so this is a weird story. Remember I told you the tech from my deck and the weird from my beard? Well, here's the weird. So this pet dog ate crack and then killed the owner in front of a crew filming drug documentary. So what happened was...
so the documentary turned out awesome.
I mean, hopefully it does if they release it. A bull terrier. So a guy was doing he's doing research for a drug documentary, or he was filming it. I don't know if it was both or different times or what, but he left crack laying around, and he apparently, okay, let me go through the story. The crack was left. Where is it? Because I thought the guy fell asleep, but he didn't fall asleep. He had a epileptic seizure or something.
Huh.
Well, that's kind of sad.
Where is this story at? This is what I get for not being prepared. It's because you know what it is usually too, Andy and Tim, is I usually have other people in the audio house that I could throw it to and that I could lean on. But when I'm doing it, and then, you know what, the last few episodes, I've been doing it by myself. So you know what? I'm not going to make excuses. I'm a motherfucking champion.
That's right. Exactly.
Damn right, dude.
So anyways, who cares about the details of the story? The point is that the guy had epileptic seizure or something, he passed out, and then the dog ate the crack, and then after he ate the crack, he started attacking the owner. He bit the guy's neck in front of the documentary crew or whatever, and then they called the cops, and then the cops came, and they're like, oh shit, and then I don't know if they killed the dog or if they got him off without killing the dog, but then they tested
I hope they didn't kill the dog because it's not his fault.
They tested. The reason we know the dog ate crack is because they tested the dog, and he tested for like 4 times, like legal limit or what?
Is that something they typically do? Like test that dog for crack?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because the crew was around, and they're like, "Oh, we're missing some crack. That might be what has to do with the problem."
Well, the dog was a crackhead. The dog was a crackhead beforehand, but that was unrelated to.
Yeah, for reals. But what if the dog was a crackhead?
He wasn't on crack. It turns out the dog was on PCP. That he had bought himself. It was on camera buying it in a Walmart parking lot.
You think it's the same crack that Whitney Houston died from? Oh, that's not too soon. Too soon.
Oh, come on, man.
I killed it. All right.
I love me some Whitney.
Love that sound effect, though.
Which one?
Street Fighter.
How about this one?
Back to my bunghole.
Yeah, I love that one, too.
Our president. This is crazy. This one was brought to you by the Danish and O'Neill Show. Thank you very much, fellas. Moving on. Oh, this is a good story. Also brought to you by the Danish and O'Neill Show. So this went on in South Carolina. I don't know if you fellas heard about this, but there was foreplay on the fairway. This couple got caught having sex in a sandbank and on a golf course.
Lucky.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he. I mean, it was pretty lucky because what happened was a couple was on their apartment and they were looking out and they thought it was a deer like in trouble or something. So the guy.
How hairy is he?
Yeah. So supposedly that's what the guy said though, because supposedly the guy went and got his binoculars to look closer, and then upon looking closer, he realized it was a couple having sex.
Well, did the guy nut? I mean, like.
And then after he was
Otherwise,
done,
it doesn't count.
after he was done, he called the cops, and then the cops came.
After he was done.
No, I don't know. But after he was, he did call the cops, and the cops came. And what was funny, why I say these guys were going at it, like really going at it, is because even when the cops came, like, not came, it come with the U.
The cops came. Wow, even they did.
Yeah.
So here we go. When both were instructed multiple times to stop what they were doing and put their clothes back on. So they were like, "Hey, stop
They
that
didn't
shit!"
listen the first time.
Exactly.
That's insane.
That is.
Hey, stop fucking. Stop fucking.
So
Hold
Well,
on, dude.
I mean, at that point, what have you got to lose? I mean,
Yeah, you're already going to jail, so
Yeah.
you may as well get it off.
yeah.
I can't tell if Dakota. I'm assuming that's the girl, right?
Must be.
Yeah.
And Kieran. Oh no, Hennessy is the girl.
Dakota sounds like it was the name of the dog that ate the crack.
Is Dakota a guy's name too?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, Dakota's the guy's
could
name.
be.
Oh shit. Okay, so the
Yeah.
guy's Dakota, and the girl
Dakota.
is. Oh, say okay. So the guy's 19 and the girl is 24. So this guy's punching up.
He's a pimp.
Damn. And when they came up on him, he had his she only had her bra on and he had his pants off and. They were
He
going
didn't
at it.
even get the bra off. That's sad.
I mean, he's a young guy. He just needed to get it in.
Yeah.
Were the clothes at least up to code for the golf course at least?
Hell no, man. Come on, look at that chick. You think they have a membership?
Yeah,
Fuck
but he
outta
looks
here.
like he wears chinos though.
Hey Tim, you sound like a wild guy. Have you ever had sex in public?
Technically yes.
And what's technically mean? What does that mean? You're on an outdoor
family
patio?
family bathroom at a mall, like anything
Oh,
can walk in.
yeah, that's cool. At a mall is
Yeah.
cool.
But it was in Wisconsin, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, well, that's just run-of-the-mill Wisconsin behavior. That on the scale, that's
Okay.
like as mild as it gets.
But
Nah.
it was Eau Claire, so it's pretty close to Minnesota.
If you would have told me it was
yeah.
at a Walmart in Wisconsin, that's normal behavior.
Oh, absolutely. It's expected of you, actually.
Yeah.
It's weird
They
if
hand
you
out
don't.
they hand them condoms out the door, like yeah, at least be safe.
Yeah.
Bathrooms
how,
over there.
how they
sir.
usually have the hand sanitizer next to the carts, it's condom
That's
dispenser.
why.
How about you,
Why
Andy? You
they-
ever had sex in public?
Me? No.
Have you ever had sex?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's I don't think that. I mean, there's been some weird places, but not like anywhere that's in danger of being caught by a stranger.
That's the best part.
Me personally, I think camping in a tent. I've done that.
Yeah.
And,
I guess If that counts, then yes.
And the only other time was one time when I was real young in high school. I was kicking with a friend, and he went under his covers, and he did his thing, and I went under my covers, and I was doing my thing, and that was the end of that.
Oh, does that count? Then I definitely. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that count? That's about
Yeah.
that's the closest I came, and I came with a U. Sorry, guys. I don't have that sound effect. I have. How about
I
this
did
one?
it for you. It's cool.
You fucked up.
Yeah, I did.
I don't give a fuck.
I did fuck up. I'm sorry.
Damn, Daniel.
I like that one too. I don't have any of the trendy ones. I have all these weird ones, but you know what? My friends are tired of hearing my same ones. They got get some new ones, Dre. I hate hearing the same ones.
Oppa Gangnam Style. Oh.
I do have
Yeah,
this.
there you go.
I do
There's
have
a
this
relevant one.
You might like.
Yeah, that was only 4 years old.
You might
right?
like this one right here.
We are high. We are high.
We are through the roof. We are all right. So that was that, and that's the end of that. And I'm gonna end this shit because I want to get on the show. So thank you for joining me for the tech update and all that bullshit. All right, I usually play the intro again, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to put you guys through that dumb shit. So let's
Hey,
get back.
I loved it. I loved it.
let's get back to you guys. So, you guys are super into video games. You guys get me into a lot of stuff. You like you were mentioning earlier. You're super knowledgeable. You guys go into depth with a lot of stuff, and I like that about yourself. I'm gonna be honest. I try to get my girl to listen to it. I try to get my wife to listen to it. She's like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not for everybody, and to be honest, it's really not so much that we're knowledgeable. It's that we're kind of learning along with our audience. I mean, I do quite a bit of prep going into each show, and a lot of the stuff we cover is stuff like we're covering this week. We're covering Metroid and Metroid 2. I've barely ever played those in my life, so most of the work for the show for me goes into research and learning about the game to pass along to the listeners, because it's really not so much that me or Tim know this stuff. I mean, there are a few things that obviously we accumulate a little bit of knowledge over the years, but it's really stuff that we have to go out and do for. So I mean, if you listen to some early episodes, it's really not that. It's a lot of just off the cuff, off the top of our head. But after a while, I kind of realized that if we were going to build an audience and like you said, really get people into these games that aren't familiar with them and teach them things they didn't know before, we were going to have to go out and do the work to learn these things, because there's a lot of really smart, knowledgeable people on the internet, especially in the gaming scene. There's a lot of people that know a lot of things, certainly people that know more than we do. So
yeah, I was going to say none of them are us.
Yeah, so if we wanted to stand apart, we really had to put in the work beforehand to at least create the illusion that we were knowledgeable. But that's been part of the fun for me, is just learning these things and then passing them along to our listeners.
I love
it's really cool to hear you give that feedback, because that's kind of what we're going for.
I love the fact that Andy and I typically enjoy different types of games, because he can recommend something to me, like LSD, the Dream Emulator, and then I can learn all about it, a game I never would have normally played, and like vice versa, excuse me, sorry.
Bless you.
Man, allergy season. Vice versa, like this week I have more experience with Metroid, so Andy's going to learn something. So
you're going to learn today.
We both broaden each other's knowledge and hopefully our listeners' knowledge.
Yeah, ultimately that's the goal of the show. When we first started doing this, we really just set out to help bring people into the community, people that maybe are sort of interested in retro games and are looking for more information. They find us, and that's really kind of their foot in the door to it, not only to the community but into different sorts of games and systems that they really weren't familiar with.
Shout out, Mom.
Shout outs to moms everywhere, man. My mom, my dad, they fucking both bought me systems and shit.
Hell yeah.
And then you guys are talking about when you're no, not you guys, but Tim, when you're on the other show, the Super NES, the SNES podcast, you guys are talking about your systems, when you guys bought your systems and stuff, and I was like, damn. I remember when my grandma bought my PlayStation for me in high school. I was like, damn, she just bought it for no reason. She just said, hey, let's go.
It's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever.
It is. It was dope, and I was like, "Damn, for real? You're gonna buy me this?" It was like $150 with a demo, and I was like, I played that demo like a motherfucker.
Which demo?
It came with Final Fantasy VII on the demo. I don't remember what the name of it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that I got.
My mom bought my PlayStation out of nowhere, and there was the FF7 demo, and it also had like a Bushido Blade demo in there on the same disc.
It was 4 games, right?
And
It was like 4 games, right?
Yeah. It was like videos and then like 4 games or whatever. It had like Saga Frontier, Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
Bushido Blade, and I can't remember the other one. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay, I don't remember Tactics, but I definitely remember Bushido Blade because we got that. We played that like a motherfucker.
No, the Tactics was just a video.
Okay, yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, she bought me that, and bless my mother's heart, she knew that the reason why I wanted the PlayStation was for Final Fantasy VII. She saw that demo disc in the box, and she said, "Oh, look, it came with the game that you wanted." I'm like, "No, it's the demo, but
thanks.
Yeah, that is the game I want." that is the reason. You are right. You did listen. You know, like, but no, they're not going to give that away for free. That's why everyone wants a PlayStation right now.
Hey, but God bless Nintendo for giving away a game with all their systems, right?
Oh yeah. Oh man, they used to do that forever. They used to do that forever. They did that with the NES, the SNES, N64, Game Boy. Ugh.
And not with the N64.
And Virtual Boy.
Yeah, they did. They did not right away, but they did
True.
like shortly afterwards start bundling it, Mario 64 with it.
I actually got my bundle with GoldenEye.
Nice.
Yes.
I got my bundle with Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, you're a Donkey Kong guy.
Yeah, I don't like that version, but other Donkey Kong games, absolutely.
Are you a country guy?
In terms of Donkey Kong Country,
Yeah.
I'm good at them, I will say.
They're
but
so good.
I do enjoy the games. I think they did finish as our number one series, or number one 16-bit series way back when we did that countdown. I think on episode 16.
And
so Tim
stand
and I are
by
both
that.
fans.
I stand by that judgment. That is the best 16-bit series, I think, at all. Period.
Really?
All three of those games are just gold.
Okay.
I love those games so much.
Series-wise. Okay, I'll give you that. Because, I mean, I can't think of a whole series of games. I can think of individual games that were better than those, but I can't think of a series.
But, like, even Mega Man X, which is also really, really fucking good, had a little hiccups here and there. But Donkey Kong 64, all three of those games, there's so much to do. It was just like, it was like showing you the future, what platformers were going to be with Banjo-Kazooie and Jak and Daxter. Like, what we were looking forward to is these big, huge collectathon worlds where, like, every area had something to look for and, like, secrets to find. And Donkey Kong series started that, where it was just like, look at all the stuff you're going to get to do. It was just great.
So when you guys come up with your episodes, or you guys talk, do you guys shoot the shit or whatever? Do you guys come up with like an idea, like from a memory, like, hey, I remember this, or do you guys like, do you stumble across it, or just like plan it? Because I mean, you guys know a lot about stuff, and I'm always like, damn, we're kind of the same age, and I don't know about all these details.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the episode. Sometimes we'll pick something that, you know, really we don't have any knowledge of and just want to learn about, and we'll go with that. And then you know, some things like our last episode, LSD Dream Emulator, it is a game that is very personally meaningful to me, and you know, that's kind of how we approach it. So I mean, it really just does depend on the episode. I mean, for the older stuff, even, it's like you said, you know, we weren't alive during the time all that stuff came out, so it sort of comes from a place of, you know, being interested in how the industry got to the place it was when, you know, we were kids and to where it is now. And I did even play a lot of that stuff when I was a kid. You know, my grandparents had an Atari 2600, so that was kind of my introduction to that system. But I think for me, and I maybe Tim's perspective is a little different here, but for me, a lot of the fun with those early systems is just seeing how the industry evolved from its very beginnings with, you know, with the Pong consoles to
definitely
to the 2600 and the ColecoVision and the television, and then into the later 8-bit and 16-bit stuff. The evolution and the history is, I think, really the most attractive part of retro gaming for me.
Yeah, it's exactly the same for me. I couldn't agree more. And I also got to Pong machines. Some of those machines are just so beautiful and just fun to play. The Fairchild Channel F, built in, gorgeous, amazing Pong game.
Pong games, like there's multiple Pong games. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. A lot of those machines have different variations, like where it's like, you know, 2-player Pong, 1-player Pong.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And then wasn't there a 4-player Pong?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple of them, I believe. Sears had one, and was it Magnavox?
Sears.
Do you know, Andy?
Sears.
I mean, all of these, the companies kind of had different Pong machines. It's actually a topic we've not discussed much on our show, so it's maybe in an upcoming episode something we'll have to dive into.
Nintendo's first 2 consoles were Pong machines.
Really?
Correct.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The TV Game 6 and what was it, TV Game 12 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they were.
I actually got a good sound bite here. I think you'll be able to hear it. Did you hear that?
Dead silence.
Dead silence.
All right. Well, never mind then. I might not have rewired my my Skype correctly when we. But anyways, it's a clip from King of the Hill where Peggy's describing the game of Pong to Bobby.
How about this one?
Why are men so attracted to hoes?
There
Why
we go.
are men so attracted to hoes? And then I follow up with,
I hope your dick's bigger than this, man.
all right. No. But I didn't know. I'm telling you, you guys like are constantly teaching me stuff that I don't know about, and it's crazy. Like about all the product placement episode, and then the sound, the music. I sent in that Willow track. I really love Willow. I mean, that's my jam. And
That game is fucking great. That game has got so much good music in it.
Willow Nintendo, man. I sampled that thing and I made a hip hop track out of it.
Really?
Yeah, but it's really bad. It was really bad. I couldn't send it in to you guys. It was too bad.
Can I hear
No,
it?
I actually think I might have it. I think you did send it to me,
God.
and then I must have forgot about it or something. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
I really want to hear it. I really want to hear it.
Don't bring it up right now. Don't do that.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Don't do that. it doesn't need to be done.
Come on.
But go ahead, play a little bit, at least the beginning, so you hear.
Let's see. I think I got it set up now to where it should work. I think this is the right one. This is the one you sent me anyway. Is this the
That's
one?
the other beat. That's the other beat. That's perfect though.
Can you hear
that? What sample is that from? It's a Nintendo game. I can't remember what it's from.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah, but the other Willow beat is because the reason I don't like the song is because I wrote it about some dumb girl, and you know how it is in high school. You fall in love with a girl, you write a song.
Yep,
absolutely.
I do that every day.
Exactly. But Willow's my jam for sure, and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's a super underrated game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got Legend of Zelda. I mean, we got Legend of Zelda out there. You're gonna choose the Legend of Zelda over Willow, but you gotta, after you're done with that, come back to this, and then when you're done with that, play Phantasy Star, and then when you're done with that, try some other shit.
Yeah, that's the beauty of retro gaming, and that's kind of why I've stopped for the most part getting into a lot of the modern stuff. Not because I don't enjoy it, but like there's just so much retro gaming stuff that even if you stopped playing anything that you made the cutoff right now and you didn't play anything that came out from this moment on, there's still such a vast library of good quality games that you'd never run out of things to play, and that's kind of what I've chosen to focus on, and it in part because of the show, but in part also just because that's what I found I enjoy the most, and that's the beauty of. There's just still so much out there yet to play, and like the game you just brought up, Willow, I've not really played it much yet.
Get on that, man.
There's so much good stuff.
Get on that. I
gotta.
Real quick, let me introduce our somebody came in following up. Coming up next, Jack Radio. We got Jason. How's it going, Jason? Feeling good?
I'm doing great, man. I'm just ready,
To do your thing. You're gonna talk about ghosts and aliens and pornography.
Ghosts and ghost
Penises.
Wait,
Oh, thank you.
Is it like alien ghost porn?
Yes, we're gonna talk about alien ghost porn.
Sweet.
Dude, I gotta say, I love your hat.
He loves your hat.
Actually, you know what? My friend, he did this through his company. He's working right now with
That's his?
these guys.
I need one of those.
Yeah, so
I'll buy one.
you
How
know,
much
he
are
has
those?
a contract with
I need
them,
one.
and they're setting a bunch of stuff up. Actually, this guy right
I'll buy
here,
one.
Jimmy. Look, check it out.
What's happening?
We got Jimmy El Supreme in the place to be.
Check it out, everybody. You can make something like this. Where you at?
Let me see. Give me that shit, fool. You don't even know what you're doing.
I don't even know how
Check it out.
the internet works.
That hat is dope.
Hey, I need to buy one of those, dude. I gotta get one of those.
Affordable prices. The website is applique.com. APLIIQ.com. You can make one. You can make 100. You could start a campaign. It's pretty awesome, guys. Check
I
it
just
out.
want one. Why you making me buy 100? What the fuck, dog?
You wanna try-
I'll buy 100.
I'm not a millionaire. What kind of network you think I run here?
Hey, you know, Andy, we don't have Super Podcast Bros hats yet.
That's
Just saying.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
super
Wang,
podcast.
wang.
Oh, so
Yeah.
let me tell you guys how I came across these guys. So
All right,
we're the
yeah.
Super Audio Brothers, right?
Right,
And they're the
right.
Super Podcast Brothers.
Oh, that's dope.
And we both like video games.
You guys are can. Hell yeah, that's fucking tight.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
Perfect. Perfect match.
Yep.
And what? So wait, what is it? What is it that you got? You guys talk about video games and whatnot. I fucking love video games. What's
We try to
Basically,
talk, we
that's
try to talk about old games.
exclusively.
exclusively
Yeah.
video game? What's the top video game that you guys have your eye on right now?
That's a question I was gonna ask. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. What
Oh,
what is
right-
it? What is a video game that you
right
guys
now.
are fucking nuts about right now? So I want to look into it, man. Because like I said, I'm a gamer too, man. So I would appreciate some knowledge.
Yeah, what's kind of the range of? Are you talking new stuff, older stuff, anything?
I'm talking about newer stuff, more of the newer stuff. I'm really into like first person shooters, so I'm all about Battlefield. I'm all about Call of Duty. I'm also into a lot of sports games, so like FIFA 18. I don't know if you know anything about FIFA 18, but I'm looking forward to that one right now. But what do you guys think?
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Destiny
Oh
2.
shit.
I'm gonna see. I'm not next gen yet. I'm still on 360.
Destiny 2 is the game to keep your eye on right now as far as shooters go, man.
Oh really?
It's hot. Hot.
You know what? I saw a preview online, I think, and yeah, it looks pretty fucking sick, dude. And you know what? I mean, if you guys are saying, I'm gonna look into it, man. I'm looking forward to that right now.
Hey,
Well, it's funny too that you bring up FIFA because I think me and Tim are both actually gonna jump into that this year, being that we can finally play as our favorite local team, Minnesota United FC, in this year's.
Hey, by the
being that
way,
they just moved up to MLS.
by the way,
nice,
Tim,
nice.
Andy, my homie Jason here, he's a super soccer fan too.
Oh yeah. I love
Hell yeah,
that.
dude.
Hell yeah.
And he's also got a great band on his shirt.
Oh,
who over there? Jimmy?
oh, you're talking about
Rance-
Jimmy right here.
Jimmy, he got Rancid on his shirt.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Rancid.
Hey, so oh man, I hate to wrap this up with you guys, but I have to. I gotta have you guys back on, dude. I'm gonna coordinate something, and then
Yeah,
I didn't know you were a
absolutely.
video game fan. I would have had you come in. I needed
yeah.
a co-host
Yeah,
today.
dude, I
You're
say-
a fucking asshole.
I am a fucking
Fuck
asshole.
you. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
You know what we gotta set up?
Hey.
We gotta set up a tournament. If you guys are gonna get into FIFA, man, I don't know if you're down to come down from where you Minnesota.
No, I'll tell you later. Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
But you know what? Fuck you, man. You shouldn't be here, asshole. All right, so let me get back to this real quick. Hey, and real quick, hey, you guys don't mess around with Raspberry Pis, huh?
I'm gonna soon.
Yes, that's something I'm going to jump into very soon as well. After seeing one of our friends, what he's set up with the emulation on his, I got to get into that because
It's so cool looking.
Yeah, dude, and then you get the 3 with the little NES case, and I have all the systems, I have all the games. It's
so
dope.
awesome.
I'm gonna have an episode soon, but the reason I bring that up because I'm gonna have an episode soon here, where I'm gonna show people more or less how I do it, how I set up my shit. It's real fast, it's real easy. And you could do one for as cheap as $20 for the basic shit, or you can make it fancy for up to like $60-$70 with the case and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you have different models.
Man, I'm already
I
hard.
have one with the NES case. I have one built into a USB joystick, so like you just plug the joystick into your TV and it's ready to go.
That's pretty bad.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
it all to you. One of these episodes coming up. Maybe I'll have you guys back on, and I'm gonna definitely have you guys back on for another one. That's for sure. So I don't know, but I'm excited to have you guys back.
I'm gonna tune in for that, man. I wanna see how that goes. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to build one of those for that. Really is something on the forefront for me is building a Raspberry Pi.
And it's real easy, dude. Especially now they have the setups. I'll explain it all later. You have any last questions, Jason, for the guests?
You know what? I mean, I just want you guys to come on again so we could discuss more video games when we have a little more time.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, guys. Hey, it was a pleasure meeting you guys.
If you guys were
For
fucking
sure.
here, asshole. Hey,
It's all good. Next time, it just gives us an excuse to convene again at some point in the future.
Yeah, it was great to be on, guys. This was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Tim or Andy, you want to go ahead and tell people where people get a hold of you guys or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find us. Our website is superpodcastbros.com. You can get a hold of us there. Otherwise, we do have Facebook at facebook.com/superpodcastbrothers. We're also on Twitter at podcastbros. Any of those three places is a great way to get a hold of us. We love talking to people. Whether you've listened to the show or not, just want to talk video games, by all means, get a hold of us, and we'd be glad to hear from you.
Podcast, bro.
And also, where can people get a hold of you, Jason?
Oh, they could
you
get
showed
a
up in
hold
time
of us.
to give out your fucking shout out.
Shout out for Jag Radio. They could get a hold of us on Facebook /Jag Radio, on Twitter at Jag Radio 1, on the new Super Audio Network YouTube channel, and on jagradio.com.
And Jimmy, where can people get a hold of you at?
You can get a hold of me at Ramirez Unlimited on Instagram. That's Ramirez Unlimited.
Oh, shit. That's not what I want to happen. I'm trying to get this going. What the fuck is going on with my thing?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There he goes. All right. And me, I'm sorry. I should have set this up ahead, but I didn't. Trade Day all day. You get a hold of me at www.superaudionetwork.com, where you can catch past episodes. You can catch the Facebook. You can catch the Twitter. You can catch the Instagram, all in one place. You could also play video games from our website. You can play Tetris Attack. You can play Super Mario. You can play Legend of Zelda from our website. Check it out. We're also in the Android market, Super Audio Network app. And soon to coming, we're going to be launching Super Audio Radio. Be on the lookout for that. Till then, fellas, any last words? Anybody? That's it?
Oh, yeah. Fucking love everybody.
Thank you, Tim and Eric. Tim and Andy.
You wish.
I finally did it the whole time. I fought it the whole time, and I slipped up finally, and I did it. Tim and Andy, thank you for joining us. And I usually end with a sample that says, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. But in honor of our guest, I want to end with this shit. And let's see if it'll fucking play. Nope. It's not going to play.
From Half Baked?
No.
Oh.
I was going to play the sample. Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
It doesn't want to play it, is it?
Motherfucker doesn't want to play.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck
Play
it.
some fucking death
Here we go.
Ghosts. It's Ghosts.
Yeah, dude. There we go. Yeah.
That's tight.
Thank you, Tim, Andy, Super Podcast Bros. I appreciate you guys spending your time with us. We'll have you.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Peace. Peace.
That is a fucking badass theme song. Hey, what's up? This is JD Marceau from the Jag Radio, and you want to go with goodgeeks.com.
For unlimited Wi-Fi.
Unlimited. Now, $200. That's all you got to pay for the best fucking unlimited internet.
Dude, that's fucking device plus 3 months of unlimited service. That means device, fucking unlimited Netflix, unlimited fucking music, and fucking
Unlimited
drinking and shit.
fucks.
Yeah, unlimited fucks too, man.
Goodgeeks.com.